La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. 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 La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we will commence with the procedure for the competition while we await other ilakot that are yet to join us. Inshallah, at the expiry of the 5 minutes given, any ilakot that is yet to join us might lose the opportunity of joining this competition. So, inshallah, we will take the instructions now, we will take the guidelines for the competition, and inshallah, in another 3 to 4 minutes, or exactly by 3 o'clock, the competition will commence. A minute after 3, anybody that attempts to join the competition would not be permitted, inshallah. So please reach out to your representatives in the respective ilakots that are yet to join us immediately. Inshallah, you have 5 minutes to do that. When it's 3 o'clock, inshallah, you won't be permitted to join us.
Jazakallah khairan. Okay, so we go straight to the instruction of this competition right away. The first thing to note is that, which I expect everybody to know by now, is that I believe we all have the Kahoot application on our mobile devices now. So you are expected to have downloaded the Kahoot application on your device, create an account as we rightly told you yesterday. So once you create an account, you wait on the home page for further instruction. So what you are expected to do on the home page is that as soon as we load the question from here, a pin, a 6-7 digit pin is going to display on the screen we are sharing at this moment. So on that screen, whatever pin you see on your screen is what you are going to enter on your mobile device, on the mobile device rather. That is your access to this competition. I repeat, the pin is the access to that competition, like we informed you yesterday. So once you join with the pin, from back end here, we will be able to see the number of participants we have for this competition. Do not forget that yesterday, we also instructed us that you are to join with the name of your LACO, not your personal name. Well, we also got some names from Milako Koidin on the names of their participants for this competition. So we should be able to allow those names as well. But once we lock the question, nobody can join again. So like I said earlier, just enter the pin, put the pattern in the appropriate order, then you get the question. So this is how you get the question. On your mobile device, you are not going to see the question on your mobile device. The question will be displayed on your screen. You will read the question from your screen while you provide an answer to the question with your mobile device. We have 4 colors, red, blue, green, and yellow. So you select the color that has the correct answer. Select the color that has the correct answer. So the screen we are sharing at this moment will display the question, like I said earlier, while you provide an answer to the question with your mobile device. We are going to see your answer here, then we'll move on to the next question. Also note that these questions are timed based on difficulty. If the question is very difficult, that means you have like 60 seconds to provide an answer to that question. If the question is probably difficult at an average level, you have 30 seconds. If the question is so simple, you have 10-20 seconds to provide an answer to it. Let me repeat that. The timing for each question is dependent, or let me say it's directly proportional to the difficulty of the question. Let us know that. So that it will not be as if, the time was too fast. If the question is so simple, you have 10-20 seconds to provide an answer. If the question is so difficult, you have 60 seconds to provide an answer. I believe we are clear on that. Okay, so we have 80 questions in all. I repeat, 80 questions in all. 20 questions for Quran, 20 questions for Ahmadiyya, 20 questions for Sirah, and 20 questions for General. Under General, we have current affairs, sports, and general questions. Are we clear on that too? We have 80 questions in all, 20 for each session: Quran, Ahmadiyya, Sirah, and general questions. Do you have any question, please? If you have any question, please, you can signify by raising up your hand. Ijtema will unmute you, then you can go on. Any question, please?
Sorry, please.
Okay.
From the, I just want to raise an observation.
All right.
And that has to do with the fact that we want to know if any level that is represented, please raise their hands up. So we need to confirm those that are available right now. I can see Kwara level, but the person that represents them is not raising his hands up. So we are not getting the accurate numbers of those that are represented. When I do raise your hands up, I don't mean you get some people that don't this candidate.
Jazakallah for the observation.
12 participants. Did you say 12, please?
We have 12 now, right?
13 now. 13.
Meaning we have 13 in our court.
So we have 13 now. So we have 14 now. 14 now. It's increasing. So I think we are getting the average.
Okay.
Please, raise your hands up digitally so that we can go.
Exactly. Please put up your hand. Admin, please ensure that we don't have any animate or inanimate objects beside the person representing an elako.
To avoid distractions.
To avoid distraction or any side attraction or something.
Exactly.
So I will just I will bring out the examples that are represented based on the digital significance of it now.
All right.
The first one is Mkan or
Okay.
The second one is Mkan or Omo Ilako, Ekiti Ilako, Ojo Ilako, Osho Ilako, Abuja Ilako, Lagos Ilako, Rivers Ilako, Edo Delta Ilako, Niger Ilako, Kaduna Ilako, Plateau Ilako, Kwara Ilako. Those are the Ilako that are represented.
Okay. We have the total number of how many? How many is that?
Excuse me?
How many do we have now? All together, what's the number we have now?
14.
So we have 14 participants.
14. Hold on, please, just a few seconds. Niger Ilako, please put on your video. On no occasion should the video go off. Niger Ilako, please put on your video. Oyo Ilako, put on your video. On no occasion should the video go off. It is part of the rules of this competition. On no occasion should the video go off. How many altogether now?
Why your name is please? We cannot see your video from here.
Can we commence, please? Please, 3 minutes. If we have 14 out of 16, we can start.
We cannot see
Can they confirm the records that are not yet online?
Cannot air.
Yes.
We have to go to Israel. Kaduna is there, Niger is there, Edo.
Okay, for the last time, we are about to commence the competition. In less than 2-3 minutes now, we are going to load the question. In less than 2-3 minutes now, we are going to load the question. Do not forget, You have to enter the pin displayed on your screen, which will be displayed shortly. You are going to enter the pin on your screen and follow the pattern. Once you input the pin and the pattern, you'll be allowed in. If your video is not on, you are going to be removed from this competition, please. We are loading the questions shortly.
Admin, please work on our screen.
Your screen will be back on soonest.
We are fine now. But we have the participant displayed on the screen, please. Okay. Admin, please hold on, please. So far,
This one is gone already. Let them do this one. After this one, please.
All right.
Mutami Talim, you can go on, sir.
Okay. So I observed something. I saw Kwara Ilako twice. Please, let's see the scoreboard now. The scoreboard should come after this. Hold on, please. Hold on here.
Twice.
We have Kwara Ilako. They have another Kwara.
What's happening? Only correct him before we go far.
We have Kwara Ilako leading the race, and we have another Kwara on the third spot. Okay.
Can Kwara please tell us what is going on?
Okay, please continue. We will check from back end. Please continue. We will check from back end and address that.
Okay, sir.
But if we realize that we have two participants from Kwara, that is disqualification already. We will check from back end. If we realize that Kwara Ilako has two participants, that is exactly. So we are going to disqualify the two participants. That's all we are addressing is now. But for the sake of this condition, so that we will not waste our time, we are moving on now while we check from back. If you have to participate, please address that immediately now. Okay. No, that's not. Next.
Admin, once again, please keep an eye on all the participants. Keep an eye on all the participants, please. We are almost there. 51 out of 80 questions. We are making progress. Admin, once again, please keep an eye on all the participants. Keep an eye on all the participants. Report any side attraction, any kind of distraction anywhere. Admin, are you with us?
Yes, yes. We are keeping an eye on them.
Jazakallah. We have 4 questions to go on that 0. 4 questions to go on that 0. The last question under 0. This is the last question under 0. Admin, please hold on now. Let's see the performance and hold on. So far, this is what we have. Our performance so far. Kwara Ilako leading the race, followed by Osun Ilako, followed by Abuja. We are moving on to the last session of the competition now. Again, I want to remind us, when we check from back end, we are going to investigate what we observed earlier on Kwara Ilako. We are moving on to the last session, which is general. Under general, we have current affairs and other general questions. Admin, please, you can move on. Next. Okay. So, well, I want one video. Want to confirm now? Video. Want to confirm? So, because we change now, one they come on my work from back and something like that. So we have to announce like that. So I don't know. Okay, we are keeping an eye on now. We are a couple do for that. But I want to NGO to confirm. I'm not participating. I'm not participating. Okay, let's go. I'm out. Yes, let's go.
That's 12.
We are moving on to the end of the session now. You can up your game now. You can still be in the race. We have less than 6-7 questions to go now. You can still up your race. We have 6 questions to go. 5 now, 5 questions to go. You have 4 questions to go. 4 questions to be answered correctly and hijack the race from Kwara Ilako. Questions to go. Three questions to the end of the event. Two questions to go now to the end of quiz competition. We have 2 questions to take the lead now. The last but one question. The last but one question. Answer the last question. Answer the last question now. The FIFA World Cup features how many countries in a competition? Answer the last question. 9 seconds to go. Seconds. 5. Jazakallahu khairan. And that comes to the end of the quiz competition. Admin, next page, please.
Next page.
Next page, please, admin. We are waiting on admin now to see the podium. Taking the lead, followed by Oshun Ilako, followed by Oyo Ilako. Kwara taking the lead, followed by Oshun Ilako, followed by Oyo Ilako. Those are our top 3. And please go to the next page so that we can see the full performance. And please go to the next page.
Admin, Mutamin, can I stop the share?
I'm waiting on you. Jazakallah. Please, we are now at the end of the competition. Please go to the next page. We need to show the full performance of this competition. Go to the next page. Minimize the participants and go to the next page.
They are ready, sir.
We should see something like reports. You see something like reports on the page.
Can you minimize participants on Zoom so that we'll have the view of that side, that part on the right side of the screen?
Mutami, should we go on? Okay. Only one share the one.
Yes. Well, assalamu alaikum. We can't wait all day. But I believe using this phone for call, and it is the same phone we're using for network.
So in order not to delay the time, we are moving on now. So we are going to display the full performance, but we have the topic already displayed on our screen earlier, with Kwara leading the race, followed by Oshun and Oyo Ilako. But the full reports will be displayed when we have the data with us. So we are advised to start preparing for Quran competition. We are going to start Quran competition shortly in 15-20 minutes. We are starting by 5:15. Inshallah. Quran competition to commence by 5:15. Let us get ready. Thank you very much for attending this event. We appreciate you, all the participants. Jazakallah khairan. We are going to.
We understand that we have encountered a number of challenges because it's the first time. Inshallah, we hope that we will do over time. Inshallah, join me inside area. Assalamu alaikum.
Just a quick one before we go. An observation was raised during the competition that Kwara featured twice. We checked from back end, that was not true. At a point, the network threw the participants out of the competition. So when they rejoined, it appeared that we have two participants from Kwara. However, checking from back end, it was still the same participants. The same participants for Kwara Ilako. That has been addressed from back end. So we had just one person from Kwara Elako.
Let's resolve this.
But admin, please go to click on library.
Let's resolve this.
Admin, can you hear me? So now go back to reports. Go to reports. Admin, go to reports.
Can we take this administrative? Okay. So that's
I'm a low. I'm okay.
With regards to the issues bordering around the participants from Kwara and above, inshallah, we have resolved that this issue we looked into critically. We will go to back end, check the videos and all that. So inshallah, the report or the final decision, the verdict will not be given now. So let's just hold on that. Though what we saw at the moment is that prior to the lead, Oshun followed and Oyo came third. But when the judges meet and review the participation over time, inshallah, a final verdict will be given. So for now, let's keep our fingers crossed and let's just keep over this issue. Assalamu alaikum.
The Quran competition starts by 5:15. Jazakumullah. Thank you very much for attending this event. We appreciate you, all the participants. Jazakallah khairan. We are going to.
We understand that we have encountered a number of challenges because it's the first time. Inshallah, we hope that we will improve over time. Inshallah, join in silent prayer. Allahumma ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We are about to start. Let me also say this. Let me also say this with respect to the topic, the number, that the way we have decided to do it is such that once we call your state, we will tell you to pick a number from 1 to 11. Once we pick, for instance, we pick Edo Delta to speak first. Edo Delta has the leverage to pick from number 1 to 11. Whatever is accorded to that particular number is what you will speak on, bearing in mind that you have topic 1, topic 2, topic 3. From our own end, we have been able to do number 1 to number 11 in a unique style from our own end, that you have so number given to number 8, so topic number given to number 9. So whatever you pick will be read to you, and you start immediately from when we read the topic to you. Is that taken care of? Finally, on our part, before we commence, you have between number 1 to 15. You have between number 1 to 15. Whatever you pick, we shall read the topic to you, and you start from there. You are to pick within number 1 to 15. Finally, on our part, this I ought to have done at the introductory stage. The panelists for today, you have been seeing us, but it is incumbent on me to introduce the panelists to you. Myself is Tahir Ahmad. To my left, he will introduce himself. Bismillah, sir. Then to my right, he will introduce himself. We shall definitely, we pray that may Almighty Allah.
You are not audible enough. You are not audible. Please adjust your mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Perfect. This is fine now.
This is fine now.
It's fine now.
It's fine. Jazakumullah khairan.
All right, barakallah.
Okay. Now,
sorry. If you are not speaking, please mute your mic. Admin, please mute everyone. We only want the person. Why salam? We are going to unmute you, then you start talking.
admin, the game is to commence immediately. All mics should be muted. All mic, kindly mute them. To start with, we shall be starting with Abdulahad Aliyu from Edo Delta. You can unmute only Edo Delta contestants. Edo Delta should be unmuted. Admin, have you done that?
Edo Delta, please kindly unmute yourself.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
So, admin, we want the full view of Edo Delta participants. We want the full view of Edo Delta participants.
He's on the spotlight.
Oh, Jazakumullah khairan. Strictly by the rules. This is lovely. Now,
yes, sir,
you have...
Sorry, sir, if I go too far, you need to hear me well. So I have to come closer.
Okay. Can you hear us now?
Loud and clear.
Oh, Jazakumullah khairan. So you have number 1 to 15. Kindly pick one. Pick a number.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5, you have to speak on Khilafat, source of unification of mankind. I go again. Khilafat, source of unification of mankind. Your time starts now.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I'm Ali Abdul Ahad, representing Edo Delta Ilako. In the Holy Quran, as we know, the Holy Quran's teachings are evergreen. And in Quran chapter 3, verse 104, Allah has said that we should all hold together. The Quran says that hold together by the rope of Allah and be not divided. And you should remember the favor of Allah that He has bestowed upon you when you were enemies. He united your hearts with love and you became as brothers. Now, this lesson here is telling us as Muslims and as believers that we should always be united. And the only source of unity, as we know in Islam, from history and as it is at the moment, it's only the Khilafat that can establish such unity. Reason being that we can see in the exemplary life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after his demise, before his demise, he mentioned that there were going to be eras of leadership in Islam. The first era being that of himself as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and after his demise will come the era of Khilafah, which is established on the precept of prophethood. Then after that era will come the era of monarchical tyranny, and after that era will come the era of monarchical despotism. Then after the era of monarchical despotism, the Khilafah will be re-established again on the precept of prophethood. This hadith is found in Musnad al-Ahmad ibn Ambal, hadith number 18,430. So after he made the last statement about the Khilafah that will be established in the precept of prophethood, he said no more. And he also added another hadith that the true Khilafah at the beginning and at the end of Islam will be the rightly guided Khilafah. Then the source of unification of mankind can only be achieved through the Khilafat. The Khilafah, as we know it, establishes unity among mankind. We see as the leadership of the Khalifa has to do with the job of bringing people from all different races and culture, bringing them together under one banner of Islam. Then the Khilafah also unifies the Ummah, as we would have it in the time of after the demise of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We could see the exemplary leadership of Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, who was able to maintain the unity of the Ummah for at about 2 years before he later passed on. Similarly, we have a similar example in the life of as Hakim Nuruddin, who was the first Khalifa after the promised Messiah, and also did the same thing, maintaining the unity of the Ummah. Then the second thing is that the third thing rather is that the Khilafah maintains the pristine teachings of Islam, as would have it, after the demise of the Prophet Muhammad and time went on, there were different teachings that were coming into Islam. So it is the role of that Khalifa to ensure that what is alien to Islam does not come in. All right. So and also the Khalifa is also responsible for drawing followers nearer to Allah the Almighty.
Delta, save our time. That is the end. That is the end of your first round.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah khairan.
You can have your seat now. Thank you very much for your time.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are through with Edo Delta. Second on our list is Kwara Ilako. Brother Abdul Mumin Muftaudin, please kindly unmute yourself. Kindly unmute yourself and you pick a number. Remember, standing position. You saw Edo Delta. You saw Edo Delta. Okay. Admin, please, we want his full view.
Spotlighted already.
His view.
Spotlighted already.
Okay, we cannot see from our hand. Oh, better. Yes.
Kwara Ilako, Brother Miftaudin, you have to pick from
number 1 to 15, except
number 5. Number 5 is gone. So you have to pick
Number 10.
number 10.
number 10. Okay, so Brother Miftaudin, you have to speak on Khilafat, the need of the time. I repeat, Khilafat, the need of the time. Bismillah, your time starts now.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله سميع العليم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I'm Abdulmumin Muftaudin and I'm representing Kwara Ilako. The topic before me is Khilafat, the need of the time. To be able to deal with this topic perfectly, there's the need to make us understand what Khilafat means. In English, Khilafat is translated to mean caliphate. It also means in broader sense to mean succession. So I'll further explain it to mean an institution of leadership that is headed by a Khalifa. Our world today is faced with a whole lot of problems because of lack of a leader who will be there to be a source of unification. We are faced with crisis because what leaders from across the world think of what the section, their own section or their people stand to gain from their relationship with other countries of the world, their counterparts. These leaders only think of their gains. So thinking of this, if you look at it, we would see that the Khilafah is one with leadership, with this leadership skills that will help us to have a world that is established on peace and tranquility. The institution of the Khilafah is one that has the system, a noble kind of leadership that can help us have that is devoid of crisis. Because looking at it, we would see that, like I said earlier, leaders from across the world only think of what they can gain from their counterparts. Bigger nations trample on the rights of the smaller ones, and so this makes the smaller ones to suffer. Also, bigger nations also engage in conflict, and this has resulted into problems that continue to rise day in, day out. The institution of Khilafah, as we can see in what the Khilafah has been doing, has been trying to make sure that the world or the humanity is wrapped up under the umbrella of love and unity. Only this is achieved through the institution of Khilafah, because it is an institution that is not for a section of people or for a group of people. It is there to make sure that all people benefit from the common treasure. Like I said earlier, it is one that is actually established on the precept of the precept of the leadership of the Holy Prophet and that of the Khulafa that followed him after his demise. And so because of that, it is there to make sure that all mankind are united in love and in unity. So this would help the world to achieve its goal of peace, which has always been what we long for. But because of how the world relates, it has always been a problem for people across the world to achieve this. Different kinds of international bodies, different kinds of international organizations have been created to establish or to be able to achieve this goal. But because of the problems we continue to have, they have not been able to establish this. Different nations are actually what they can gain from the relationship with their counterparts across the world. And so because of this, the objective and the goals of these international bodies and international relations organized has not been achieved. But with the institution of the Khilafah, and as we all know, religion stands to be an essential part of the life of human beings. And so with religion, the Khilafah can make sure that all these are corrected.
Thank you very much for your time, Brother Mr. Udin from Kwara Iraq. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum to all our contestants and the Ilako Koidins. May Almighty from this end guide us aright, and we will try as much as possible to dispense justice. For those that are observing, you will observe that he actually spent more than 3 minutes before we told him to stop. We realized that when it was 2 minutes, 15 seconds, the network was bad from his end. Likewise from our own end here. So we decided to extend it by that 45 seconds that the network was porous for. So meaning that when he was able to get his network back to his to stabilize, we started counting the 45 seconds, hence the need for that extension. We will try from our own end here to make sure that we administer justice. May Almighty Allah keep guiding us aright. Jazakumullah khairan for Kwara Ilako. We move to the next topic.
Lagos.
To the next state, which is
Lagos.
Number one.
Yes.
Number
topic one. Yeah, I understand.
So we move to
Lagos
Ilako.
Kindly
unmute yourself. Kindly unmute yourself. Stand in a full view.
That's fine. That's okay.
Okay.
So you have
kindly pick a number excluding number 5 and number 10.
From 1 to 15.
From 1 to 15. You have to pick from 1 to 15, excluding number 5 and number 10. You are not audible, please.
Closer.
Come closer to the
Lagos Ilako,
TV,
move
please.
closer to the mic.
Okay.
No. Okay, so pick a number now.
Lagos Ilako, can you get someone to hold that device up? Can you get someone to hold that device or place it on top of something?
Down.
Yes, please. There's someone coming from a bank. Place the device on that seat. Place the device on that seat.
Just fuck up a long arrangement.
Lagos Ilako, we are waiting on you, please. We are waiting on you.
He's sitting down now. It's not to sit down. No, it's
Lagos Ilako,
someone can hold the camera for
by
him.
the rules. No, he will not be allowed to sit. He should stand, and we don't want to see anybody beside him.
That's fine. That's fine. It's fine
We
now.
can manage this.
yeah, talk.
So pick from 1 to 15, excluding number 5 and number 10. Pick a number, please.
Number 7.
Number 7, right?
Yes.
So you have to speak on Khilafat, the need of the time. Khilafat, the need of the time. Your time starts now.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Taiwo Yusuf, a Martin Sudan member and representative of Lagos Ilako. The title of my speech is Khilafat, the need of the time. To begin with, let me define the keyword in today's topic, which are Khilafat and time. Khilafat is the divine position of the Khalifa as a successor of the predecessor and as the divinely appointed vicegerent of Allah. On the other hand, time has numerous interpretations, but the one being referred to here is a period at which mankind seems to have forgotten the purpose of their creation, that is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Al-Asr 103 verse 1 to 2, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Wal-Asr, innal insana lafi khusr. We bring to witness that time when mankind as a whole will be in the state of loss. In the aforecited passage, we learn that the time in question is nowadays, when expectation, hypocrisy, selfishness, oppression, pursuit of pleasure, greed, immorality have become the order of the day in modern societies. All these are a consequence of violation of Islamic teaching amidst other causes. To nip all this in the bud, the promised Messiah والسلام, was raised and assigned under divine guidance to revive the beautiful teachings of Islam, which were disappearing fast, to form a community with the aim of uniting mankind and propagating global peace. That is why Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian was regarded the reformer of the age. After his demise in 1908, the Khilafat al-Ahmadiyya was established to continue his mission in fulfillment of the prophecies made in the sacred Quran and by the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At this junction, I would like to turn to why the time requires the Khilafat. Since all of the is aforementioned cannot be corrected unless a guide or a reformer is appointed to execute the task, the need for Khilafat comes to play. In clear terms, the promised Messiah والسلام, had the dual status of the Mahdi and reformer. The question here is, how can the time be reformed when the divinely appointed reformer is no more? Thankfully, we now realize the importance of Khilafat at this time when mankind is in loss as an outcome of lack of divine guidance and reformation. Emphatically speaking, mankind, particularly those who have gone astray, need an appointed successor, not only to uphold the teachings of his predecessor, but also to serve as a warner, guide, and a reminder. In conclusion, I believe it is clear to us that the essence of Khilafat these days cannot be overemphasized. Therefore, the objective of Khilafat al-Ahmadiyya or Khilafat al-Nasir, which is revival of Islamic teachings, cannot be effectively achieved unless mankind, particularly the non-Ahmadis, are aware of the fact that Khilafat al-Nasir or Ahmadiyya Khilafat is the need of this time. Jazakumullahu khairan.
Jazakumullahu khairan, Lagos Ilako. Thank you very much for your presentation. You can have your seat now.
Jazakumullahu khairan. Jazakumullahu khairan. Hold on. You can have your seat.
Any content? Any content?
You can sit down.
Oh, you can have your seat.
Sit down, please. You
can have your seat. We move to the next state, which is Ogun Ilako. Brother Elias Bashiruddin. Brother Elias Bashiruddin from Ogun Ilako. Kindly unmute yourself While we played with the admin to give us his full view in standing
Ogunlako, it
position.
is your turn now. Ogunlako.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear.
We can hear you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Ogunlako.
Okay.
Okay. You have in between number 1 to 15, excluding 5, 10, 7, excluding number 5, 10, and 7. Pick any number between 1 to 15.
Number 4, sir.
Number 4. Hold on for the topic.
Ogunlako, you have to speak on the topic Khilafat, the need of the time. Khilafat, the need of the time. Your time starts now.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Mr. Madito Sahib, my panel of judges, my fellow contestants, and the attentive observers. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. My name is Ilyas Bashidin from Ogunlako. I'm here to speak on the topic Khilafat, the needs of the time. The Muslims who have been commissioned to bring about peace and unity among mankind as established in Quran 3 verse 10, where Allah says, Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas, that you are the best nations raised for the good of mankind, are unfortunately divided in countless sects and divisions, not only in religious matter, but in administration as well as politics. Peace and human well-being is being strengthened all over the world. The United Nations identifies issues including terrorism, economic injustice, nations rising against each other in warfare that would include nuclear weapons, just to mention a few. In essence, the world is heading towards self-destruction, except that divine calls are heeded. God Almighty raised the prophet with the responsibility of guiding man towards the divine, even though they will still differ. The Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was raised at the time quite similar in his moral decadence, except that advancement in technology was at its infancy. Let's take for a case study. The rightly guided caliphs after Muhammad consolidated the victory Muslims achieved during the fall of Mecca by establishing peace and quenching the force of dissenting or dissident groups. They established a commonwealth that sought the general welfare of all citizens of the Islamic State, irrespective of their tribal or religious afflictions. How wonderful. Moreover, the Caliph of Islam in his book, What Crisis and Pathway to Peace, makes it clear that the world is passing through turbulent times. The similarities before the Second World War continue to be cited, and it seems clear that events are moving the world towards a horrific Third World War. As earlier aforementioned, Muslims are the best nations raised for the good of mankind because they have to be exemplary in moral and social conduct. It is our responsibility to bring about peace and harmony, but unfortunately, as a result of our poor understanding of Islam that has led to crises on trivial issues, we have neglected the real purpose of Islam, which is establishing peace, as the name implies. In summary, Muslims are neither upholding the two teachings of Islam nor at peace with one another, and as a result, the world is facing global crisis. The only solution, as enunciated by the Caliph of Islam, is for mankind to uphold the two teachings of Islam, which is promoting peace, tolerance, love, etc. But all this can only be internalized when we all listen to the voice from the heaven, which is the voice of the Khilafat. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair, Ogunlako, you can have your seat. Thank you for your time.
How did I do?
So we are moving on to the next contestant now. Abuja Ilako. Can you please come to the podium and have your time now? Abuja Ilako. Unmute your mic and come to the podium. Admin, please, we want the full view of Abuja Ilako representative.
I can't see
Abuja Ilako
here anymore. Abuja Ilako hand is not up. Oh, he has raised his hand up again.
Okay.
Meaning is there, right?
So yes, he's there. Yes, he's there.
Why is Jazakallah, Abuja Ilako?
Yes, we were locked out. We're locked out quite.
Okay, it's okay. You're back. You have question 1 to 15, excluding 5, 10, 7, and 4. 5,
Okay.
10, 7, and 4. Pick any other number.
Number 11.
Number 11.
Number 11 topic goes thus. Khilafat, source of unification of mankind. Khilafat, source of unification of mankind. Your time starts now.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I am Abdul Basit Abdul Malik, representing Abuja Ilako, and I'm speaking on the topic Khilafat, the source of unification of mankind. In the world today, unity and disunity and division is reigning supreme. No system of government, no system has been able to actually cure the disunity in mankind. We have tried religion. Religion has not been able to do so. Language has not been able to do this. Ethnicity has not been able to do this. Tribalism has not been able to do this. But everybody has tried their best. Even the internet, we came and they said we are a global village. Even the internet has not been able to unify mankind as one, because we still have racial discriminations everywhere. But a single man is sitting in London, guiding the cause of members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat. He issued a directive. He issued a directive against cryptocurrency, and based on that single directive, millions of members of the Jamaat surrendered their ownership in cryptocurrencies without question. Allah has said about the system of unification of mankind. Allah says in the Holy Quran, in Quran chapter 24, verse 56, Allah says, Allah has promised to those among you who believe and act righteously that he will make them successors on the earth as he has made successors among those who were before them. Allah continues that he would now establish for them their religion and give them peace and security in exchange for their fear. The world is in such turbulence. The world, there's no way to, we cannot go to the front, we cannot go to the back. There's turbulence everywhere. Unification is not present, which is the essential message of Allah. As Allah says in Quran chapter 3, verse 109, وَاتَسِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. You should hold on to the rope of Allah and do not be separated. This verse shows us that unification is the primary message of Allah. Allah wants us to be unified. The Prophet Muhammad was sent as a universal messenger. In Quran chapter 7, verse 159, Allah says, Ya ayyuhan nas, inni rasulullah ilaykum jami'an. I have come to you as a messenger for every one of you. How has the system of Khilafat tried to unify mankind? Number one, the Khalifa has written letters to rulers of nations, trying to invite them to the path of peace. The Khalifa has instituted a peace award, a national peace award for those that have done very well. These are some of the ways where the institution of Ahmadiyya Khilafat has tried.
Jazakallah Khan, Abuja Ilako. Your time is up. Jazakallah. Thank you for your time. You can have your seat. So the next contestant should get ready now. We are moving on to the next contestant. Oshun Ilako. Can you please unmute your mic and let's have you at your podium. Oshun Ilako. Admin, please, full view of Oshun Ilako. Full view of Oshun Ilako.
Oshun, you are to pick a question within 1 to 15, excluding number 5, number 10, number 7, number 4, and number 11. Any other number is welcome.
Number 1, sir. Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1, you are to speak on Khilafat, the need of the time. Khilafat, the need of the time. Hold on, please. Hold on.
Please do hold on. We are coming back live soon.
Question number 1, topic 1, which is Khilafah, the need of the time. Hold on. At a moment from now, you will be instructed to start. Jazakumullah khairan from admin. We appreciate you. Oshun Ilako.
Khilafat, the need of the time. Your time starts now.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yusuf Choboeson, representing Oshun Ilako. I am speaking on the topic Khilafat, the need of the time. Basically, let me briefly explain the concept behind the topic. What is a Khilafah? A Khilafah is a divinely appointed leader by Allah, which is meant to guide mankind under the precept of prophethood. The need of the time. Which time are we? We are in a time described by Almighty Allah himself in Surah Al-Asr as the end time. Specifically, Allah says, when it is the end time, all mankind will be in a state of vanity, except those that are righteous, and those that do good works. That means that this time that we have, man is devoid of righteousness and doing of good works. Specifically, Allah also specifically mentioned in the Holy Quran, Surah An-Nur, Quran 24, verse 56, that He Himself has promised those that do good works and are righteous. We are trying to link this with making a relationship with what Allah has said in Surah Al-Asr. Specifically for those that are righteous and that are doing good works, who will also be saved in the end time. He has promised for them that He will appoint for them a vicegerent among them. Khilafah is a source of unity for mankind as well as ensuring the purpose of Allah is fulfilled. This is because we are in a period where we need reformative agenda such that
Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu with his message will also be reinstated so that individuals in this end time will also be a recipient of blessings of what Muhammad Sallallahu has brought to us. The message of peace, the message of unity, the message of oneness is such that it will also be restricted by this Khalifa of this time. Specifically, Muhammad Sallallahu in his hadith has also made it known and clear to us that a time will come when mankind will also be in a state of vanity, then there will be a restatement of Khilafah and the priesthood of prophethood. The reformative agenda, which is the 14th period, has expired, and the Prophet has also emerged. And we are expected to follow the Khalifa of the time so that we can achieve the purpose of which we are sent to earth to serve Allah and achieve righteousness and do good. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan or shunilako. You can have your seats now. Thank you for your time. Let's go. Moving on to the next participants now.
We have Oyo.
Oyo Ilako.
Who are you?
Oyo
Ilako. Brother Ajitumobi Abdul Samad, kindly unmute yourself. Oh, I love this wonderful view.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh, sir.
Wa alaikum barakatuh.
Loud and clear.
Question 1 to 15, excluding question 5, topic 5, 10, 7, 4, 11, and 1. Pick any other number.
Topic 2, sir. Number two.
Okay. Hold on
Number
and
2,
listen
sir.
to the topic.
Oyo Ilako, you have to speak on the topic Khilafat, source of unification of mankind. Khilafat, source of unification of mankind. Your time starts now.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Abi Somel Ayetimobi from Oyo Ilako, and the topic before me to be discussed is Khilafah, source of unification of mankind. Almighty Allah says in the Holy Quran, Surah to Ibrahim, chapter 3, verse 104, that and all fast all together by the rope of Allah and be not divided. The stated area that as the means for the guidance of the whole mankind and their unification, Allah the exalted has signed out the Hablullah, the rope of Allah. Hablullah refers to the Islamic faith and the holy personage of the messenger, as well as the promised Messiah who has been sent to the entire world in subordination to the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it is our duty to hold this rope of Allah firmly and keep holding on to it. Almighty Allah says in the Holy Quran, Surah to Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 214, that mankind were one community. Then they divided among themselves. So Allah makes the prophets as bearers of good tidings and as runners. Almighty Allah sent the promised Messiah for completion of the propagation of Islam in the later days. His sphere of activity covered the universe. As such, he propagated the message of the true Islam throughout the globe. On this point, the promised Messiah says that this indeed is the will of Allah, now to unify all nations spread out in the world. The promised Messiah also says that the objective mission of the sponsor here is the establishment of the community where to establish the relationship between God and man, to teach mankind to submit to one God, and having uniting all nations of the world into one community. A beautiful display of unity is the International General Surrender of the Jamaat, which is convened in Britain and undoubtedly an incomparable spiritual gathering organized under the umbrella of Khilafah. The Prophet says that it is to unite spiritually all brothers into one. Almighty Allah says in the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Takwir, chapter 81, verse 8, that why is that nufu to do wijat? And when the people are brought together, this extent that the communication is increasingly extraordinary throughout the globe. The Prophet says, backing up the Quranic verse, says that the means are available to continue and promote the unification of the universe. In conclusion, Almighty Allah says in the Holy Quran, Surah Nur, chapter 24, verse 6, that mankind will in the Holy Allah has told among you who believe and do good works, that He will surely make up sources of good stuff on this earth and the universe. In the eyes of the world, the bronze Messiah, the Caliph, has no crown, no throne, no sovereignty, but reigns in the heart of the friends and the foes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Jazakallah khairan.
Jazakallah
You can have your seats. Thank you very much for your time.
Oyo Ilako, I would have, I love to make a brief comment now. You were very smart, but what we did when we realized that your network was a little bit porous was the timekeeper was tried immediately to pause it so that you can still have a time, some seconds to play with after the 3 minutes. But alhamdulillah, you were able to round off, and then that makes you to have part of your conclusion marks anyway. But good enough, you were able to conclude yourself within time. Jazakumullah khairan.
Once again, thank you very much for your time, Oyo Ilako. Jazakallah. Moving on to the next contestant shortly.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yes.
Hello.
We are moving on to Kano Ilako. Brother Bashiruddin Keshinro.
Kano Ilako.
Kindly unmute him, and we want his full view.
I wouldn't know. There's only one Kano Ilako in, and I wouldn't know if he's the one. Please kindly unmute yourself if you are the one.
Please unmute your mic. And let us see you. Kano Ilako. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, we are sorry, our representative is not going to be representing us. He called this morning that he has an issue that he would not make it down to the venue. And he was not also going to be able to join from where he was. So we are not having any representatives.
Oh, Jazakumullah khairan. We really appreciate it.
That's fine. And we hope the weather is fine, right? Thank you.
Kogi Ilako. Kogi Ilako, Brasoni Abbas.
Kogi Ilako, kindly unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're welcome, Brother Sonny Abbas. Your video is off. I don't know if it is from our end or from your end. Your video is off. But Sonia Abbas, are you still there? But Sonia Abbas, please confirm if you are still with us.
I think he's having issues with his connections there. Kogi Dile, Brother Sonny, are you there? I think his network has failed.
One minute. So second round, the topic they are all speaking of that topic. Yes.
We are currently on to Kogi Ilako. Kogi Ilako, are you there? Kindly unmute yourself. Show us your full view. Kindly unmute yourself. We do not have much time. While Kogi is loaded,
I think
move on to
he has
Niger.
lost connection.
Okay, we move to Niger. Niger Ilako, please kindly unmute Niger Ilako. Niger Ilako, you are welcome. Please, before you start, Wa alaikum salam. Before you start, kindly tell us your name. Your name. Uthman Abdul Rashid. Thank you. Uthman Abdul Rashid.
Sorry, can you get someone to lift up your device? Lift up your device. Lift your device up. Can you get someone to help you and help you hold it for a while?
Okay, sir, it's on.
Yes, good.
It's fine. It's okay
Your
like
audio,
that.
please
It's
stop.
better.
Let us hear you.
Now, speak. Say something.
Nigeria Lago, can you hear us?
Yes.
Are you good to go?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, kindly pick a number. You yourself, you ought to have been taking note. What number?
8.
Number 8.
You are to speak on the topic, Khilafat, source of unification of mankind. Khilafat, source of unification of mankind. Your time starts now.
My name is Uthman Abdul Rashid. I'm from Mkan, Nigeria. And greetings to the family. I'm going to speak on the topic, Khilafat, source of unification of mankind. First of all, I'd like to define the term Khilafah. Khilafah is an institution of caliphs that serves as a guidance to mankind. And Khalifa is a successor person that serves as a guidance to mankind and also delivers the message of the Holy Prophets without losing the spirit of the message. And here are the functions that let the Khilafah, the institution of Khilafah serves as the unification of mankind. Number one, they help in admonishing the community. That in admonishing the community with the help of Allah to stay on the right path. The second is the help the community to form a strong unity and harmony. And Allah says in Quran 24, verse 55, verse 56, that and keep up your prayer and obey the apostle. So with all this state and this tax is accomplished with the help of the Khilafah to help the community to form a strong unity and the community to be strong, united, and live in harmony. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you for your time.
Admin, at a point in time, kindly help us confirm if Kogi is back. Kogi? Is Kogi there? Or any other state?
Kogi is not there, but we have someone, I don't know. Kogi Dilab, but Abdulkadir Akipelu, are you from, are you the one? But Abdulkadir Akipelu me.
From which state?
From Kogi State.
Are you the one representing Kogi Dilab?
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh. Your full view, unmute yourself.
No,
video, start your video, please.
Sorry, I am not representing Kogi State.
Okay, you are not the one representing. Okay.
Okay. So we shall be waiting for only Kogi now. With respect to our list, we are waiting for only Kogi. Can we connect with Kogi now? In the absence of that, we want to take a decision right away. Okay. Do we have Ekiti there?
Here? Yes, sir. We
okay,
also have
please,
Ondo.
can we proceed to Ekiti? Oh, okay. Let's start with Ekiti. Kindly unmute Ekiti. Ekiti.
Ekiti, kindly unmute yourself.
Tell us your name.
My name is Abdul Rashid.
Malik Salam, your name?
I'm Johnny Abdul Rashid from Ekiti Lako.
I'm Johnny Abdul. Now pick a number.
Number 15.
Number what? 15. Thank you.
Yeah.
Listen to the topic. Pick another number.
What are the available numbers, sir? Please?
Thank you.
We have number 3, number 6, number 9, number 12.
3, 6, 9, 12.
6.
Number 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
So please go ahead and speak on Khilafat, source of unification of mankind. Khilafat, source of unification of mankind.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I'm here to speak on the topic Khilafat, the source of unification of mankind. In the Holy Quran, chapter 24, verse 56, Allah said that He has promised those who do good works and have faith that He shall make them successors and He shall remove them from their fears. Now, the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in one of his prophetic sayings, he said that Allah has revealed to him that prophethood will remain amongst us for a period of time. Thereafter, there will be Khilafat or the precepts of prophethood. And then there will be a tyrannical monarchy. And after the tyrannical monarchy, there will be prophethood, and thereafter Khilafat and Minhaj of Nabuwat. That is Khilafat and the precept of prophethood. Now, if we look at the world today, we will see that Muslims, we are having different sorts of problems relating to leadership and how we will be directed in the right path. I want to highlight to us that from the period of the Holy Prophet, when after the demise of the Holy Prophet, the Muslims unanimously voted for Hazrat Abu Bakr, who steered through the leadership of Muslims for a period of time, and thereafter the battle was handed over to Hazrat Umar and to Hazrat Ali. Immediately after the Khilafat to Rashidun period, we noticed that the manifestation of the prophetic saying of the Holy Prophet took place, in which there are different people who laid claim to Khilafat. Meanwhile, there were tyrannical monarchies. And during this period of time, we noticed that there was a disarray among Muslims. There were different sorts of issues that came up, where different people were laying claim to leadership of Islam. Let us come down to this period. We see that Muslims are not joined together. And if you want to take an inference that is very close to justify this topic, that is, let us take a look at our Jamaat, the Ahmadiyya Jamaat. The Khilafat of Ahmadiyya has been campaigning for peace and unity around the world. He has been to different countries. He has written to world leaders just to bring us together, to tell the world that we cannot survive unless we have peace, unity, and we are under the umbrella of leadership. Now, how is Khilafat a source of unification for mankind? Let us take a look at the Ahmadiyya Jamaat. For instance, we have BMTA. Ahmadi Muslims are enjoying the leadership of Khilafat under the international television, the MTA. We have guidance through the Friday sermons, the annual peace conference, and all other programs that the Jamaat is organizing. We have been joined together. Our minds are being connected to one leader. And also, let us look at our programs, the Jasa Salama and all other programs that have been organized. This has brought together the minds of Ahmadi Muslims.
Thank you.
Jazakallah, Idikilako, thank you for your time.
Ondo State. Ondo, admin, do we have Ondo?
Yes, we have Ondo.
Okay.
We will meet him now.
Kindly unmute him. Alex Salam, your name?
Abdusalam Nabi Rahman from Odojila.
Abdusalam what?
Nabi Rahman from Odojila. Nabi Rahman.
Abdusalam what?
Nabi Rahman. Nabi Rahman.
Nabi Rahman. You have three. You have number 3, number 9. Pick one.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Sir. Ben, sir.
So, Abdusalam, you have to speak on Khilafat, the need of the time. Khilafat, the need of the time.
The time starts now.
Your time starts now.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My name is Abdusalam Nabi Rahman.
No, walk past sound living.
Starting first, to look at Khalifa, the need of the time, we need to define Khilafah. And Khilafah is an institution of success set down by Almighty Allah to guide people aright. So looking at it nowadays, the need of the time. This is a time of darkness, time of Gog and Magog, in which things have gotten confused and people, chaos and everything has descended. Everybody. So the minarets. Like the minarets on our flag. The minarets in Maldives. Like the minaret on our flag, the minaret to Maldives is set down by the promised Messiah and completed by the second Caliph. It holds the lights and the speakers that are going to broadcast the Hazan being called, and the light is meant to guide people towards Ahmadiyya. That is the physical representation of what the promised Messiah is supposed to do. Since he was meant to, since in the prophecy, it was prophesied that he is going to descend to the north of Damascus, and that is exactly where the minaret was built. So, looking at it, the thing that makes every Ahmadi be able to move in and follow one leader is because of our obedience. Like Surah chapter 4, verse 51 has said that obey Allah, obey His Messenger, and obey those that are installed in above you, in high position above you. That means, and the Prophet himself has said that if you obey someone that is in position, then you obey me, and if you disobey someone in position, then you disobey me. So like this, by obeying whoever has been installed above us, we have obeyed the Khalifa, and by obeying the Khalifa, we've obeyed the Prophet Sallallahu. By obeying the Prophet Sallallahu, we've automatically obeyed Almighty Allah. So like this, there's a chain reaction, and the blessings that someone gathers from there is enough that someone will be able to remain on the right path in the times that we are in.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan, brother.
We'll move on to Kogi Elako. Kogi, do we have Kogi now, admin?
There's only one Kogi Elako in this room, and I don't know if he's the representative of Kogi Elako. I am asking him to unmute now.
Good. Let's hear.
He's not unmuting himself. The person with the device, Kogi Ilako, please unmute yourself.
Kogi Ilako, we are moving on to the second round now. Once we begin the second round, you can no longer feature competition.
We want to be fair. We want to be fair. Ilako for Idris, you can hear the judges now. We want to be fair in the absence of the only representative of Kogi on the platform to say something now. We shall declare the first round session closed. We shall declare it, and by the power conferred on me, I hereby declare the first round session closed. Now, the question on whether or not there will be a second round session, because of lack of time, there is no time on our side. We have decided to give a second bite to accommodate yearnings from those people who may not have been able to do wonderfully well according to them or perceived by them. We want to see whether or not the second condition which we have given will be a door for them to give the best bite. So on this note, we shall be reviewing our time to just 1 minute. And everybody, because of time, will be speaking on topic.
Mr. Chairman, Kogi is trying to join in back.
I'm sorry, sir. It has been declared closed for the first session. However, in the interest of justice, if we are prevailed upon by the Sadar side, alone, we can accommodate him after the second round for him to speak on that first round. That is taken care of. Salaam alaikum.
Yes, sir.
So we move straight. All the contestants will speak on the Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and re-emergence.
You can have that again. All the participants, you have to speak on the third topic.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. Our attention has just been drawn to the fact that it is going to be at random. It is not that you will be speaking on the third topic, which is the Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. By the time you are called, whichever topic we give to you, you are not picking. But by the time you are called, whichever topic we give to you is what you discuss. When you are called, whichever topic we give to you is what you discussed. Salamu alaikum. Okay. Assalamu alaikum to la barakatuh. No, I think I'm Latin. Okay. Okay. Yes. We start with Edo Delta. Edo Delta. Remember, this is just for 1 minute, and you have just 20 points.
1 minute. We'll be the one to give you the topic to speak on. We're going to pick at random for you.
Full view, full view. No, we are not going to be rounding off to say this. Once it is 1 minute, you just see our hands up like this. No warning time, no round off or whatever. Just 1 minute. Edo Delta is here now. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. You have to speak on the topic. You have to speak on the topic. The Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. 1 minute. Bismillah.
Your time starts now.
I refer to the hadith of the Holy Prophet recorded in Musnad Ahmad ibn Ambal, hadith number 18,430, where the Prophet Muhammad prophesied that prophethood will be among you for a period for as long as Allah wills, and after that will be followed by a Khilafah on the precepts of prophethood. After that would be an era of tyrannical monarchy, and after that would be an era of monarchical despotism. And after that would become the era of Khilafah again. And we can see this as it played out eventually after the Prophet's demise. We had an era of Khilafah after him, which we had for Khilafah Rashidin, namely Abu Bakr, Umar, Usman, and Ali. And after that era, we had the two eras of monarchy, which was the era of darkness for Islam. and that was the fall, of the prophetic Khilafah. Then after that era, we now had the re-emergence of Khilafah, which came through the fulfillment of the remains of the Prophet Messiah, alayhi salam, in person of Ghulam Ahmad, and after him, the second rightly guided Khilafah was established, which is the Khilafah of Ahmadiyya, and we have
Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much, Edo Delta Ilako. Now we are moving on. Kwara Ilako, please get set. Kwara Ilako, get set.
One minute. 1 minute. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Hold on, please. Hold on.
On whose instruction is that?
Okay, Salamu.
Oyo, please start your video. Oyo, your video is not on.
So we're moving on to Kwara Ilako. Kwara Ilako, please. Your time.
Your view.
Admin, please. Kwara Ilako, view.
All right, Ilako, your video is not on.
Okay.
Okay, this one. Okay, so you are to speak on.
You have to speak on the topic, the Islamic Khilafat, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. What made it? Your time starts.
Did you get that? The Islamic Khilafat,
its rise, fall, and re-emergence.
I got the question, sir. أشهد الله لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله كما بعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Abdul Mutadin and I'm representing Kwara Ilako. The topic I'm to speak on is Islamic Khilafat, its rise, fall, and emergence. Allah the Almighty has promised the faithful and those who do good works, that He shall make successors from among them, from those who do, as made from among those who were before them. Also, the Holy Prophet Muhammad before his demise promised that after his demise, Allah the Almighty shall establish the institution of the Khilafat. So, looking at it from history, we could see that after the death of Muhammad Allah the Almighty established the institution of the Khilafat with the Khilafat of Rashidin, starting with Hazrat Abu Bakr. So, after the generation of this, which as Hazrat Abu Bakr, then Umar, after
your time is up. Your time is up, Jazakallah khairan. Kwara Ilako, you can have your seats.
We move to Lagos.
Lagos Ilako, please come up.
Only on mute, Lagos Ilako. Lagos Ilako. On the topic, you have to speak on the topic, the Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. Your time starts. Bismillah.
I am Tawi, a Majlis Sudan member and representative for Lagos Sudan. The title of my speech is Islamic Khilafat, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. In an hadith narrated by Hazrat Uzaifa, the messenger of Allah ﷺ said, prophethood will remain among you as long as Allah wills. Then Khilafat based on the lines of prophethood would commence and remain as long as Allah wills. After, corrupt monarchy would emerge and remain as long as Allah wills. After, despotic kingship will take place and remain as long as Allah wills. Then Khilafat shall come again based on the precept of prophethood. This hadith corroborates the rise, fall, and re-emergence of the Islamic Khilafat. Shortly after the death of the Holy Prophet, the Khilafat of Rashidin, the rightly guided successorship, was established to uphold the teachings of Islam.
Time is up. Jazakallah, Lagos Ilako.
Lagos Ilako.
Thank you for your time. Ogun Ilako, please get set. Ogun Ilako, admin full view. Ogun Ilako.
Okay. No.
Ogun Ilako, admin full view.
Asami, sir, can you hear me now?
Okay.
Why, Salam, we can hear you.
We almost penalized you for holding on to that phone, but it's okay. It's
No,
okay.
I use
We
it
observe the purpose of using your phone. Now, Ogun, you are with us. The Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. Bismillah.
The fall of Muslims is a story of failure of leadership. History documents the story of Muslim leaders different by epicurine ideas, leaders who worshipped wealth and worldly glory, despite being clothed in the robe of religion. The Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam described the decline of Muslims in the following words. He said, "The time is coming on the people when not to be left of Quran except its name, and when not to be left of Islam except its name, and not to be left of Quran except its text. The mosque will be populated apparently, but will be devoid of Allah's spiritual guidance. All these signs prophesied by the Holy Prophet have manifested in this present age. Brothers, remedy to the decadence of Islamic practice in this present age is the re-emergence of Khilafat. Let us seek the remedy provided by Allah. Indeed, He has promised to be the guidance of His final message. As said in Quran chapter 24, verse 6, that He will surely make for them successor in the heart, as He had made from among those who are before them, and that He will surely establish for them their own religion. In conclusion, the divine Khilafat has re-emerged, and it is not likely to submerge or extinct.
Jazakallah, your time is up. Your time is up, Ogun Ilako. Jazakallah.
Yeah.
Abuja Ilako, get set. Abuja Ilako, get set. Admin, full view, Abuja Ilako.
Abuja Ilako, topic, the Islamic Khilafat, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Abdul Basit Abdul Malik. I'm speaking on the topic, the Islamic Khilafat, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. After the death of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Muslim nation was in disarray. There was no leadership. They were like a sheep without rudder. It was at this time that Allah raised Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu to come and serve as Khalifa, according to the promise that has been given in the Quran, in Quran chapter 24, verse 56. Then also after the death of the Khulafa Rashidin, Muawiyah came in and declared himself as a Khalifa, which is in tandem with the promise of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is contained in Musnad Ahmad Ibn Ambal, that has been stated that prophethood will remain with us as long as Allah wills. Thereafter, Khilafat will follow on the process of prophethood. Thereafter, monarchical system would follow, and thereafter, Khilafat would now be reestablished on the process of prophethood. Now, after 1300 years, Khilafat has come back to stay.
Your time is up. Jazakallah, Abuja Ilako. Thank you for your time. Oshun, get set. Just get set. Oshun Ilako, get set. Oshun Ilako.
Oshun Ilako, I want to change the topic now. Oshun Ilako, you are to speak on the Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. Bismillah, your time starts now.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Once again, I am Yusuf Shogbe, representing Oshin Ilako. Basically, it is obvious that the rise of Islamic Khilafah started after the demise of the Holy Prophet, in line with the promise of Allah that will always raise a Khalifa after the Prophet to disseminate information regarding the promise that the words of Almighty Allah will always be with humanity till the end of time. However, this Khulafa Rashidin ended with Hazrat Ali. This is the outset of dissension which characterize the fall. We have tyrannical rule, monarchical rule that lasted not until the emergence of the promised Messiah, at which, as prophesied by Muhammad sallam, in 1905, after the death of promised Messiah, we witnessed the emergence of Khilafah to Masi, which till now we are enjoying. Alhamdulillah, Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat is the only Muslim community that has accepted the Khilafah. May Allah continue to be our guide. Assalamu alaikum
wa barakatuh. Thank you for your time, Oshin Ilako.
Okay.
Oyo Ilako, get set. Admin, Oyo Ilako, full view. Oyo Ilako.
Oyo Ilako.
Oyo Ilako, your video, please.
Oyo Ilako, assalamu alaikum. Oyo Ilako, assalamu alaikum.
Oyo Ilako. Oyo Ilako, we are waiting on you, please. Oyo Ilako, we are waiting on you.
I'm hearing you right now, sir.
Why salam?
Okay, your topic. The Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. Your time starts now.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. The topic for to discuss is Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and re-emergence. Study of the prognostications made by the Holy Prophet, it says that prophecy shall remain among you as long as God wills. Their Khilafah or the pattern of the prophecy will commence and shall then remain as long as God wills. A corrupt monarchy shall then follow and shall then be a tyrannical despot which shall remain as long as God wills. Then once again, Khilafah will emerge on the precepts of the prophecy. This hadith not only assures us about the emergence of the divine Khilafah, but also passes the historical judgment of what was following the Khilafah. And answer says, and I quote, that after the assassination of Hazrat Ali, the last of the great Khilafah, the question of ranking for Khilafah resulted into major splits in Islam into Sunni and Shia branches. In conclusion, Almighty Allah says in the Quran, Surah to Jinn, chapter 72, verse 8, that, and indeed, they thought, even as think that Allah will never be sent messenger. As Abdul Ahmad, lacking Khilafah of the second manifestation, draw a parallel and provide the archetypal Khilafah of Hazrat Abu Bakr.
Jazakallah, Oyo Ilako. Time off. Wa salam. Thank you for your time. Niger Ilako gets yes. Niger Ilako. Admin, full view. Niger Ilako. Niger.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. You have to speak on the topic. The Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and emergence. Your time starts now.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Prophet said, prophets shall remain among us as long as Allah shall will. They will think about his end and follow it with the Khilafat as long as the precept of prophethood, for as long as
Your mic is muted. Niger, unmute your mic.
Niger, unmute your mic.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All protocols to be observed. The Holy Prophet said, prophets who shall remain as among us as long as Allah shall win, and it will bring about its end, and follow it with Khilafat in the presence of prophethood, for as long as Allah shall win, and then bring about its end. A tyrannical monarchy will then follow, as long as it will remain, as long as Allah shall win, and then come to an end. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you for your time, Niger Ilako. Ekiti should get set. Ekiti Ilako, please get set.
Okay, we move to which state? Ekiti. Ekiti. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. I think I need to change the topic now. You are to discuss the Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and emergence. Bismillah.
I will be speaking on the topic Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and emergence. I will refer us to the hadith I mentioned earlier that was recorded in the book of Muslim Ahmad, where the Holy Prophet gave us an inference on what will happen to the Muslim Ummah. He said that Prophet will remain amongst us for a while. Then there will be Khilafat on the precept of prophethood. Then there will be tyrannical monarchy. Thereafter, we'll enter the phase of a prophethood, and thereafter to Khilafat and Now, if you take a brief look at the history of Islam, immediately after the demise of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there was Khilafat on the precept of prophethood, which was initiated by the unanimous election of Hazrat Abu Bakr. Then, immediately after this phase went off, that was due to the assassination.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Time up. Time up, Ekiti. Which state?
Ondo Ilako.
Ekiti, that's all. Kindly have your seat. Please unmute Ondo Ilako. Ondo Ilako. Ondo Ilako. Wa alaikum salam. Your full view. Your video should be on.
No, sir.
Kogi should get set after Ondo. Kogi should warm up, should get set. Oh, she's I'll consider. Ondo, you have to speak on the topic, the Islamic Khilafah, its rise, fall, and emergence. Bismillah.
Standing on preceding protocol, when we look at it, after the death of the Prophet, the death of the Prophet nearly caused Islam to descend into a state of chaos. But the unanimous decision to vote in Hazrat Abu Bakr to stand in as the Khalifa of the time gathered all the Muslims back under the umbrella of Islam. But going forward, as the Prophet had already predicted or prophesied. He said that Islam will one day descend into a state of chaos and not in the state that the Muslims of then knew. So and Almighty Allah told the Prophet now that his Khilafah will only last for 29 years. And like as we saw, when it got down to Hazrat Ali Radiallahu, Islam was already descended into a state of chaos. And then when
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Do we have Kogi Ilako in the house now?
Kogi, to be fair, Kogi. Kogi. Are you set for us now? Assalamu alaikum.
Kogi Ilako, can you hear us from here? Kogi Ilako, your network is bad. That was what happened during the first round.
We want all Ilako to be. This is 9:35 by our time, and all contestants as well. We do not have much time on our side. We have decided to give Kogi State the opportunity to speak on a topic for 3 minutes and the second one for 1 minute. But right now, their network is porous. You all will testify to this when the time comes, if they need be. Kogi Ilako, are you there? Kogi Ilako, this is from your hand. In the next 30 seconds, if you're unable to give us. We want comments. We must take a decision. Admin.
Yes, sir.
We also want to be fair to everybody, but it seems Kogi is not connecting, and we can see that he's also at home. But no problem, there is no problem as to that. If he is at home and his network is perfect, we are good to go as a state. But right now, we do not have much time. The first round, they were not there. The network was bad. The second time, we want to give them an opportunity to speak on both rounds. But the network is bad. I've spoken for more than 1 minute now. Is it to connect? On this note, by the power conferred on me, the opportunity given to Kogi Ilako is hereby expired. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We have come to the end of this section for contest. However, admin, kindly mute him. Kindly mute him. A decision has been reached. We cannot be going front and back.
Hello?
Decision. Yes. So for the contestants, for the wa alaikum salam. Wa alaikum salam. We can hear you from our hand. Wa alaikum salam.
I'm very sorry. Kogi State is not inside the house. It's inside
it's
the
not
mosque.
Inside the house.
Yes, it's inside the mosque.
Is this
with what I'm doing?
Okay, it's inside the mosque.
But the same
Yes,
thing that maybe he doesn't on his video, his audio connection to speak out. He's hearing us very well. He
So
can
what do you
hear
want us to do, sir?
Please, let's just try for him. Let's give him another 1 minute. After a minute, we cancel him. Please.
Another 1 minute.
Yes.
Sir, we also want to intimate you that the NSA, the Sada admin just left here telling us we are not within time. However, because of what you have just said now, admin, kindly unmute him. We shall balance the equation. You have pleaded for 1 minute. We will review it to 30 seconds to balance our own side and your own side. So, admin, kindly unmute him for the next 30 seconds.
I have sent to him. I have sent it to him. He should unmute himself. Ogi, please do unmute yourself.
Ogi. Talk to us in a clear manner. Tell us the topic you want to talk about. You can hear us. Tell us the topic you want to talk about. I see that it's breaking. You don't have a good network at all, sir. Communicate with us. Be communicating. We don't want it to be exercise in futility. Admin, kindly mute him. Admin, kindly mute him. Admin, Jazakumullah khairan. Brother Oladiti, Talib officer, please come aboard. Talib officer.
So, Jazakumullah khairan. I think
so what should we do now, sir?
So let's round up, please.
Okay, Jazakumullah khairan. We really appreciate, because in Islam, we don't have to be that rigid, and that is the more reason why we're able to look at it from your own angle, from judge's perspective. We really appreciate that insight. At least it is evident enough that we have really trying to consider them. But may Almighty Allah forgive our shortcomings. From the strength of the judges here, we'll start with, is my brother, but we call him Dr. Tawhid Oladele, to please comment briefly within the next 30 minutes. 30 minutes. We are still within time. I'm a Phoebe by 10. 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Generally, about your performance, whatever they saw, generally,
what you observe? Why sounds like that too?
Give thanks to Almighty Allah for His grace and mercy for our perfection of us. We are very fortunate to be alive today, so we can do this year Ijtema program. Based on the just completed speech competition, most of the members down, there's a team who actually participated. Many of most of them prepare for the first and second topic. And that is the reason why many of them could not say much on the third topic, which is Khilafah, its rise, fall, and emergence. Although most of the three topics are intertwined, but notwithstanding, there is a disparity among the three of them. But you can see almost all the Kudam, almost all the states representatives actually prepared very well for the first, second topics. And that's the reason why many of them could speak well on that. But the third one, they didn't, because maybe they think they are not going to pick that topic. But all in all, we give thanks to them. They did well. On dressing, many of them performed very well. Few of them actually spoke very well, had a lot of content to support the point raised in their speeches. But what I could know is that most of them did not actually conclude. They didn't conclude in most of their speeches, and this actually made them to lose few marks. Why we are grading them. So all in all, they performed very well. Jazakumullah khairan.
We've had it all for my doctor. Now it is time for me to entertain comment, observation from another judge here by my right, in person of Brother Abdul Hafiz Olaniyi. Bismillah, you have 3 minutes.
Jazakallah. So I'm going to make it really fast, just a quick one. So my observation, the first one is we told you earlier that we're going to judge you on mechanical accuracy. So there should be a kind of integration from one point into another. Let us know when you are introducing your topic. Let us know when you are making a point. So you should learn how to integrate your points into one another. That's about that. Then mannerism. There's something we call mannerism in English. When you are speaking and you are saying something like so it is not allowed in a context like this. And then lastly, time management. Almost every one of you did not conclude on your topics, on the topics spoken out. So learn how to manage your time from introduction to the body, which is the content of your speech, then to conclusion. We had to stop many of you during the speech, which is not appropriate enough. So time management is key when it comes to speech context. Jazakallah khairan, that will be all for me.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. From my own, I will just say that kudos to you, members, contestants, for you to have even stood your ground to be a contestant. I must say jazakumullah khairan to you. You've not done bad, but you must remember that the larger the world in the space, anywhere on the surface of the heart, is the room for improvement. You've done well, but there is a room for improvement. Now, I must say that while you were giving your speech, I observed repetition, even though, and a lot of grammatical blunders, but it's accepted. But from our own perspective, you are deducting your point. So generally, I would say that that is not too good. Lastly, because of time, I would just love to talk about time management. Most of you have more than enough points, but you couldn't just muster it. And you have forgotten that even with the expo that you have onto yourself, which is our Al-Irifan, that contained the entire 3 topics you have. The entire 3 topics you have, I must tell you that all you need to do in the content, in the body, we do not expect you to give a topic, that kind of a topic within 3 minutes, and we expect that you give us all analysis, you quote Quranic verse, you still want to interpret it. Once you tell us Quran 24 verse 56, on time management, we already note it, that you are making a point along with that. Once you are able to tell us what is the hadith of Musnad Hamad, you are talking about concerning its rise, fall, and reemergence, which is number 1 evidence alongside with Quran 24 verse 56. You talked about it. We are just giving you just 1 minute. We need that corroborative evidence from the Quran and Hadith. Quran 24 verse 56 establishes Khilafah. The particular Hadith that talks about the precept of prophethood and its rise, fall, and reemergence. Then you would immediately, you have made your point on that. So please try as much as possible not to give us analysis as if you are giving lecture. By so doing, you will still be at the introductory level, whereas you have 40 points for your body. By the time you come to point, for instance, at our own level here, we must have said, okay, we expect you to give us like about 7 points. We expect you to give us like about 8 points. 5 times 8 is 40. On each point, you have 5 points. So automatically, if at the end of the day, you are only able to give me 2 points, well, Mashad, automatically, you just have 10 over 40. And that is the case of so many of you. But some were wise enough, as you will bear me witness, that time is no longer on our side. So what we are trying to do is to cumulate. We will leave this place now. After the end of this session, we will cumulate our results and give to the appropriate quarter. You shall definitely get the results before the closing ceremony, inshallah, today. Above all, I really want to say Jazakumullah khairan for that confidence imposed on you. But remember, you can always be the best.
Jazakallah, thank you very much for your wonderful presentation. May Allah increase you all in knowledge. Silent prayer, please. Ameen.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله 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 لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله